Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome back to another Come With Me review. Today, we are gonna go see Godzilla, King of Monsters. King of the Monsters, King of Monsters. Alright, so you guys seem to quite enjoy the Come With Me reviews, and I am happy to oblige. So we're gonna go see what, and by we I mean I am gonna go see Godzilla, King of, is it King of Monsters or King of the Monsters? My computer's not on, so, well, I mean it's on, but I don't want to sign in just to look that up. It'll be correct somewhere on the screen in the title. I don't know how much you guys care about my opinion on this new Godzilla film. I am not an expert in Godzilla movies. I've seen the OG one from 1954. I've seen the one with Matthew Broderick, which everyone seems to hate. And I've seen the 2014 one, and I just rewatched that last night just to get a little like refresher, because this one that I'm about to go see is a sequel to that one. So I wasn't, just like with Brightburn, I didn't actively avoid the trailers. I don't watch live TV anymore, so I really don't see commercials like ever. And then most ads that pop up on YouTube are skippable. And if they aren't, I'm usually just looking down at my phone anyway, so I haven't seen any trailers for this one. So I don't even really know the general storyline of this, which I will definitely give you guys a proper summary in a second, but yeah, I don't even know really what the storyline is. I know that Millie Bobby Brown is in this. I know that Vera Farmiga is in this. And as far as I could tell, there's only 2 returning characters that I could see. So I don't know what the storyline really is going to be, but it will be exciting to watch nonetheless. So I'm gonna get in my car in a second here and head over to the movies. So let's go. Alrighty, so while you're waiting for me to get out of the movie theater, how about I read you a proper summary of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Now I know what it's called. I'm gonna read this directly from Letterboxd, and it's directed by my boy, Michael Dougherty. The new story follows the heroic efforts of the cryptozoological agency Monarch as its members face off against a battery of god-sized monsters, including the mighty Godzilla, who collides with Mothra, Rodan, and his ultimate nemesis, the three-headed King Ghidorah. When these ancient superspecies, thought to be mere myths, rise again, they all vie for supremacy, leaving humanity's very existence hanging in the balance. So excuse if you see like red in my teeth or tongue. Hi, I'm Nightmare Maven. I'm 12 years old and I like to drink cherry ices at the movie theater. So I realize that's not the best thing to do when I plan on filming right after, but god damn it, I cannot watch a movie without drinking one of those. So just some context. Again, I'll repeat again, I am not a super fan of these like Godzilla movies, kaiju. Is that, I don't know if that's the genre, that's how much I don't know. Like I said earlier, I've only seen 3 other Godzilla movies before this, one of them being the like precursor to this one that came out in 2014. So I am not like super well versed in this monster verse, as it's called. So please don't come for me if it sounds like I don't know what the f I'm talking about. I would like, when it comes to stuff like Godzilla, I would consider myself like a casual fan. I like watching these movies. I don't like seek out to watch every single one of them, but when one of them comes along, it looks badass and I want to watch it. Also, my boy Michael Dougherty directed this one, and y'all know I'm a hoe for Michael Dougherty. I liked it. I don't know, I had a good time watching it. I'm just gonna share like my theater experience a little bit. Of course a lot of people left the movie theater before the post-credit scene. So just a little quick thing. I'm not gonna talk about what happens in it, but there is a post-credit scene if you do wanna stick around for it. So maybe about like half the theater was left that stayed for the post-credit scene. And then as we were leaving, one of the workers of the theater, they were all waiting there to clean, and they were asking people what they thought of the movie, and so many people were like, hated it, hated it, hated it. And then like the guy was just like, show of hands, how many people liked it? And only a couple of us did as we were leaving. And so I don't know if those were like super fans. It looks like online, while I was waiting for the post-credit scene to pop up, I just quickly pulled up like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and Letterboxd just to see like what the general consensus is so far. Mind you, it's Thursday evening, so the movie literally just came out. But it seems a very mixed bag. I don't know. I really had a good time watching it. What I was expecting for this movie, not having seen the trailers or anything like that, I was just expecting lots of action, badass monster fights. That's what I was expecting. That's what I got. So in that sense, my expectations were met. In terms of like the story, the stuff happening in between all the really awesome action scenes, they weren't like great. Although, again, this is coming from somebody who doesn't watch a lot of these types of movies. I feel like they're more just filler for the action anyway. I know so many people are like,
but you want a good story to glue it all together.
I totally understand. That's just not what I was there for. I was there for the action sequences. So, you know, in that I was satisfied in that way. So I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like it made sense. Did it really match up with its precursor that came out in 2014? Maybe not. I don't know, I feel like it moved really fast. How about that? So basically, kind of like to recap, 2014 is basically kind of the rebirth of Godzilla and all of these titans resurfacing to Earth. So the 2014 one really just kind of hints at that. You only like see two monsters, Godzilla and the Mota, what they keep calling it. I don't know if it has an official name, like praying mantis looking thing. I don't know, it feels very like prequel-esque, you know, like it's just setting up. And then this one, I don't know, it felt like maybe we were missing a little something in between these two movies, like story-wise, I guess, because we made like quite the jump, it feels like. But I didn't hate like the message of the movie, I guess. I don't know if I can really go into more detail without giving spoilers away. I'll try my best to explain it without spoiling it, but there's basically an argument going on between these monsters, like whether to let them be and kind of just study them and observe them and whatever, or the American government way, which is to nuke them all. So there's a lot of like environmental, animal rights themes going on in the movie, and I don't know, maybe as a vegan I'm kind of biased in saying like I liked that message. I thought it was an interesting take on it, and there's a whole lot about like restoring the balance of the earth and what mankind has done to the planet. So there was in that sense, it was like kind of topical. There was a little bit of a topical message going on, and I think I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to spoil like everything that goes on or what happens. I didn't mind it. I thought it was like, I didn't mind it. The only thing I guess I could say I really didn't like was the dialogue during certain parts. I don't know. I'm conflicted because I love Michael Dougherty and I love his sense of humor. And he's not the only person credited as writing this. There's two others. One of the writers of Krampus and one of the writers of Kong Skull Island. I love the humor that is in Trick or Treat and especially in Krampus, but there was a few, I don't know, I feel like they were trying to inject humor into this movie where I kind of didn't think it was needed, to be honest. And I know that my theater was just one theater out of thousands that are going to watch this movie, but nobody really was laughing. I don't know, I think they overdid it a little bit. I think maybe a couple of jokes here or there would have been fine, but it felt like they were trying to inject humor in like every talking scene possible. And I didn't feel like it was needed. It didn't ruin the movie for me, but it didn't, you know, like I wasn't laughing my ass off or anything. Other than that though, the things I really fucking loved, like this is what I was just like here for this, were the scary moments, because of course the whole movie is about these giant fucking monsters destroying everything. And the baddie of the movie, the King Ghidorah, that was the dumbest way to say that. The King Ghidorah. He was terrifying, and I love the way they set up like his kind of like entrance and his bad scenes. Like seriously, there's a moment where he's like on this volcano. The three-headed thing, Ghidorah, is on the volcano, and it's just like this awesome shot where it's like this wide shot, and he's like got all three of his heads up, and he's like roaring, and his wings are out, and the sky is all fiery, and everything is just like demolished and decimated. And I swear to God, it just like, it was like some like Night on Bald Mountain Fantasia shit. It was just like primo, like it was so good. Like it just like, you know, one of those where you just get goosebumps when that shot comes on and you're just like, ooh. There's so many like that. I feel like the scary elements like just were really there, and I'm totally biased because I love Michael Dougherty, and I feel like the scary moments of the movie were like real good. And the score fucking loved. I'm gonna have to look it up. Like honestly, I'm gonna download this score, get it on Spotify, whatever. There was a lot of choral moments. And this is gonna sound so nerdy, but like your girl was in choir from middle school all the way to my senior year at University of Tampa. So for like 10 years, I was in chorus. I'm a chorus nerd to my core, and there was a lot of really good choral moments in that score, and I was here for it. Overall, I liked it. If I'm gonna compare it to the 2014 one, I liked it way better. This is, I guess, without spoiling anything, I don't think this is a spoiler because everyone's known about this movie now. It definitely sets up some stuff for Godzilla versus Kong versus Godzilla. Everyone knows that's coming in 2020, right? It's all over the internet, so I feel like I feel like I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and look at the ratings here. Like, mind you, it is 6:45 p.m. on Thursday, on the night this comes out, so not too many people have had the chance to see the movie and give it a rating. So I'm gonna do what I did for Brightburn. So I'll put up the ratings that I'm gonna read right now, which are as of Thursday evening, and then on Monday when I'm editing this, I'll put up those ratings on the other side of the screen just to kind of show any changes that have happened. Personally, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Like, I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't have a lot of context. I don't know if this is the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. I'm usually the person that usually kind of defaults to the first one as the best one. I still stand by that because obviously it's an iconic movie, groundbreaking movie. But yeah, for right now, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I really liked it. So yeah, on IMDb right now, as of Thursday evening, it has a 7.1 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, this time I had the pages pulled up like a professional. It does not have an audience score yet, obviously, so those will all have, I should have an audience score for you when I edit this on Monday. But out of 129 critic reviews, the consensus is 42%. And then on Letterboxd, right now it has a 3.1 out of 5, and quite a good number of you guys have seen it already, and it looks, I see literally every rating. I see everything from 1.5 up to like 5 stars. So And obviously the ones that you're gonna see popping up on the screen right now will include Mondays for those of you that I follow. Just, you know, hint, hint, if you follow me on Letterboxd, I'll follow you back. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can ring that notification bell down there to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't always work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye! This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!